Hello, I'm Priscilla Pipo with Balanced Culture Consulting. Welcome to our next in our series on strategic alignment, and today's topic is communicating success stories. It's no mystery that people want to stay informed, and in absence of information, people make up their own story. And so, since the grapevine is alive and well, why not give people what they need? Here's a winning strategy for you to use and to your advantage to get your message across with little effort and big impact. With any initiative that you take on, whether strategic planning or culture transformation or even an issue that's just emerged, be purposeful in how and what you communicate. Success is more certain when everyone understands where you're headed and they can lend their support as needed. Include strategic communication in your planning so that the good news that you're creating and what your organization is doing doesn't just stay in the meeting room or the boardroom, but gets out to the people who need to hear it. The first step is to focus your leaders. We've talked about this before. We want a unified leadership team so that you have consistent messages. At the end of every strategy session, you should ask this question: what will we convey? It's just as important to tell each other what you won't say and what you will say. I love this technique because it gets everybody on the same page. Because we know that an aligned leadership team telling the same story of success is a very powerful force. Everybody on your leadership team interacts with a multitude of people, and so the consistent message increases the credibility of your leadership team. People are hungry for information. All the employee engagement surveys that I've seen indicate that communication is something that's never good enough. And so, because people want to be informed and they want to understand, you want to help them get the context or the purpose of what their role is and what you're doing as a leader and as an organization. When leaders aren't forthcoming with information, speculation steals productivity, and people are no longer focused on the work that needs to be done, trying to figure out what's going on. The more stressful or uncertain the environment is, the bigger the tax you pay and time lost to speculation. But if you step in with a message before that fog of fear appears, you'll find you can keep the focus on mission critical tasks. Your customers and your employees want to be heard, so just ask them. Ask them what they think. Use an online tool like SurveyMonkey or Typeform that provides data analysis and can help you tell the story. Keep the survey short, but throw in a few questions that are open-ended, which allows some responses to get a beat on issues you might otherwise miss. Also, use town halls. Create a dialogue where you have people either in person or online ask questions that you'll answer. Keep it focused. Don't make it an open-ended, hey, what's on your mind, but more about this is the information we want to convey and what we'd like to hear from you. So you get specific information and you'll get more constructive feedback and less just grumbling. And then show that you've listened. Demonstrate through follow-up. Let customers know that you've heard them by addressing issues in an online newsletter or a blog, and address the issues that you've been hearing through the grapevine and confront it and take it head on. Remember that staying silent will force a narrative outside of your control. People want to feel heard and known. When you listen and take action, you'll be rewarded with customer and employee loyalty. As a leader, your job is to direct the communication from the top. Get messages out in front of the grapevine. Tell the story that you want understood. If you're purposeful and consistent in delivering regular, internal and external messages, you'll be able to influence outcomes in ways that you hadn't even imagined. At Balanced Culture Consulting, we help you tell your story and get your culture back in balance. Thank you.